we still continue to give thanks to ICRAF for the wonderful work. The intention behind this activity here was to see how we help the women of River Group in particular and the other groups that are affiliated to River to add value to the crops and the fruits where they are producing inside this agroforestry, thanks to the agroforestry nursery program that we had in the center. So we were able to raise money over 480,000 francs, and then part of it went for the processing of this area, and then part of it was for the materials that we started the foundation of this area. And enough money comes from donations from other organizations.
Within the last few years, there has been a significant uptake of the tree domestication technology by farmers of all ages and social status. The dissemination strategy has been simplified such that anyone, even without having gone to school, can practice it successfully.
I don't learn for the worker. For the work farm, for the plant trees.
Yeah, for plant trees.
Yes, for the do market, for the grafts, and for the do marketing by cutting and how for the use that that trees and for the feed my fowls and with animals. I feel use this caliandra. And two for the feed my guinea pigs where they for kitchen. The cut leaves. And I just for the feed a fowls. When I cut leaves, I go put the go put them then with the chop. The same with the pigs, the guinea pigs.
Okay.
Then they got to give me manure. As how I don't go then how for the work farm. Then at the work that farm, so they produce beans, they produce corn, then they produce Irish. When I just say that corn with Irish beans, then I go just I'll take money now. Then I'll go pay my children's school fees, then pay hospital bill, buy oil, soap, salt. For 2009, I began 135 for that year. For 2010, the income be increased for 150. The same will be used for pay fees, pay hospital bill, then do some small things in the house.
At the River Agroforestry Center, farmers are trained on the production of organic manure.
We use green manure. We use manure from fertilizing trees like this Caliandra, Acacia, Tephrosia, and Sesbania, to name a few. So what we do is we grew this, when they grew to a height of about 2 meters, we cut down all the green manure and then we lay them on the furrows and cover them with soil immediately. So that by the time now they are getting rotten, they give us enough nutrients for our plants to grow. So and we do that every year. This line of trees, as you see here, is quite short, but these trees have been here since 1998. And all their uses is for green manure. We don't allow them to seed, we don't allow them to flower. And the secret in it is that when we bury down all this, they bring back all the nitrogen into the ground. We allow them to flower and seed. The seeds themselves will use the nitrogen from the soil. And at the same time, their roots, since they are spreading on both sides, they don't compete with our crops. So when they use a little bit of the manure to grow their green leaves, we cut the manure, the green leaves immediately and bury into the soil. And this is continuously been taking place for the past 10 or 11 years. So that's why you see our farm, it looks very green, and in fact we don't use any added thing. If we have to add one thing, it will only be manure from the animal droppings, because we use the same green manure. We use the same Caliandra and Acacia to feed our small livestock like rabbits and sheep. And then the droppings from the rabbit and sheep, is quite richer when they are fed with caliandra, acacia, and all this stuff than when you feed them with ordinary grass. So, and that's why we prepare it very well. We use our contour lines to conserve water to prepare for the dry season. Like during the rainy season, there is always a lot of water runoff. And this water runoff, we make sure that we catch up the waters along our contour line. So that if the first contour line is unable to hold the quantity of water, the ones that overflow, the second contour line will do it. And by the time that the raining is ending, all the water will remain in the farm. That's why we are not bothered when we spread manure anyhow and there is a strong water runoff, because we know that it will end up remaining in our farm. So like here, these fruit trees that are on the contour line, the contour lines, they absorbed a lot of water and then they store down the water in the farm. So that in the dry season, we will have fruits that are up to the size of an orange, a guava that is up to the size of an orange. And this guava now, they come as a result of enough water intake from the soil. Now, if we want to turn to this direction, what we did here was we used green manure